Now 4:30 on WKYT this morning, a man is dead and a police officer is on paid leave after a shooting. Why police say the officer may have stopped something from even worse from happening.
Police say a party got out of control while a woman is now seeking justice against her own sister.
And a World War II veteran was honored with several prestigious awards. What he remembers about his service decades later.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning and welcome into WKYT This Morning. So nice to have you along. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. We have been enjoying some nice temperatures, especially yesterday. Jim Caldwell is in for us, hopefully with news of the same.
Yeah, it actually gets a little bit better today as we get very, very close to the 70-degree mark today. And that's just one of several days that we'll have this week. There you see Kentucky's most powerful live Doppler. That's Defender. And then we've thrown in the satellite. We've also thrown in our temperatures as well, and there you find us running in the mid-40s in Lexington. Richmond comes in 46 degrees, a little bit cooler though. You work your way down into southern parts of Kentucky where 30s are now showing up. You'll still thin little batch of clouds that have been rolling through the area during the overnight hours. That's really the only issue we have out there this morning. It just keeps getting warmer. We'll take a closer look at that coming up for you here in just a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you in a bit, Jim, and we thank you very much. And this morning, we're tracking the latest details after a man was killed in an officer-involved shooting. State police say the officer responded to an argument at a grocery store.
When the officer got there, he was shot at. WKYT's Jordan Valines has the story.
We're told the entire incident unfolded here in the Kroger parking lot on Town Drive. That's where Elizabethtown police officer Josh Burris responded to a domestic disturbance and encountered a man arguing and physically assaulting a woman he was with. Kentucky State Police say when Burris approached them, the man pulled out a gun and fired a shot at Officer Burris. Burris then shot back twice, hitting the man.
At that time, he went to the ground and they were able to get the situation under control.
The scene was quickly blocked off as KSP began investigating, speaking to witnesses and collecting surveillance video.
The suspect had several rounds of ammunition on his person, as well as other firearms in his vehicle.
We're told Officer Burris has been with the department for 18 months and has no disciplinary issues or reprimands.
Based on the circumstances as we know it, based on video surveillance and witness accounts, he did exactly what anybody else would have done.
Police released the name of the shooter, who they say is 29-year-old Byron Herbert. Herbert later died from his injuries. Officer Burris will be on paid administrative duty for the next 2 weeks, which is standard procedure.
An autopsy is scheduled for later today after a man was found dead in Pike County. Deputies say 50-year-old Zachary Ivana's body was found yesterday afternoon around 3 o'clock. Ivana was found on the railroad tracks at Woodford Branch in the Phelps community. We're told Ivana had several stab wounds. Officers believe an argument is what led up to the stabbing.
Well, 2 officers are recovering this morning after a crash in Floyd County. Officers say a pickup truck crashed into a Floyd County Sheriff's deputy's car head-on. It happened on South Lake Drive yesterday. The deputy's vehicle then crashed into a wall. Lieutenant Clayton Teal and Chief Deputy Greg Clark were taken to a local hospital. Clark was later airlifted to another hospital.
A semi-truck driver has been cited after his truck was hit by a train in Grant County. That happened around 4:30 yesterday in Williamstown. Police tell us the truck was trying to cross the railroad tracks near Barnes Road and US 25 when it was hit. One person had minor injuries but did not go to the hospital. Police say tractor trailers are not supposed to cross those tracks. The truck driver was cited for disregarding traffic signs.
A woman is behind bars this morning accused of trying to give her 14-month-old nephew alcohol. Police in Garrett County say Angela Spoonamore also threw the toddler. We're told Spoonamore was babysitting her nephew Saturday night. Witnesses tell police Spoonamore's behavior got out of control. They called police. Spoonamore pleaded not guilty to several charges yesterday.
Do you plan to speak with an attorney about the case against you?
No.
Spoonamore is scheduled to be back in court on April 7th. The toddler's mother says her son never actually drank any of the alcohol. The toddler was taken to the hospital for observation.
Coming up on 4:35 now on WKYT this morning, a reward has been increased for information in a Laurel County double murder. The bodies of Donnie and Sharon Jackson were found inside their home on Slate Ridge Road earlier this month after their home was set on fire. Crime Stoppers originally offered $1,000 for information leading to an arrest, but friends of the victims at AmVets Post 116 started collecting money, and now the reward is more than $3,000.
And if that'll help, that's what we're after, because Donnie was well thought of here and at the American Legion.
Deputies say they have received a few tips, but they have not made any arrests at this time. The sheriff's office says the fire might have been started to cover up the killings.
Well, nearly 70 years after serving in World War II, a veteran finally is getting some long overdue recognition. 95-year-old Hubert Jasper of Paris fought in the Battle of the Bulge and in Normandy, and yesterday he was awarded several medals for his service. Decades later, Jasper tells us he still remembers what he was fighting for. Monique Blair has the story.
This picture is a picture of the 81 millimeter mortar.
95-year-old Hubert Jasper was a second gunman in his mortar platoon during World War II.
And we fired 3,500 mortar shells from one location without moving.
Today, almost 7 decades later, Jasper was honored with several medals during a personal military ceremony in Nicholasville.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand for the presentation of the Bronze Star Medal?
Among the several medals Mr. Jasper was awarded with today, one of them was the French Legion of Honor Medal, the highest decoration in France. Congressman Andy Barr explains the vets who received the French Legion of Honor Medal are responsible for defeating Nazi tyranny.
They sacrificed a lot to liberate France from Nazi occupation.
Jasper is just getting these medals now because he didn't know he was eligible for them until recently, but also because when Jasper's tour of duty ended, he had something more important to worry about.
Well, when I got back from the war, I had a son 14 months old that I hadn't seen yet.
Jasper says although it was freedom he was fighting for, these medals are important to him.
Very proud of all of them.
In Nicholasville, Monique Blair, WKYT.
So happy for him getting that recognition. If you think you or a veteran you may know is eligible for a medal that they have not received, you can contact Kentucky's 6th Congressional District Veterans Coalition.
All right, great story there. Well, we are tracking the details of President Obama's trip to Kentucky later this week. The White House says the president will stop at Indadus, a Louisville-based technology company, on Thursday. He will be in Louisville for an economic event. This will be President Obama's first visit to the Commonwealth since 2011, when he went to Fort Campbell to greet soldiers returning from Afghanistan.
Well, they want to make sure UK fans don't get too out of control, so Lexington police and firefighters have put together a proactive approach, as they call it, to handling rowdy fans this year. They say it's working. On Saturday night, after Kentucky's win over Notre Dame, students partied in the streets. Police arrested 18 people for alcohol intoxication. Some folks were also charged with disorderly conduct. Firefighters tell us they had to put out some flames, but nothing too major.
For the most part, I believe it was like, spur of the moment type things, people setting their t-shirt on fire or maybe a pizza box or something like that. Nothing, no houses or cars.
Go Cats, baby! Let's go!
There he goes. Go Cats. Fire crews took 8 people to UK hospital Saturday night. One had an allergic reaction to the smoke, another for burns. All the rest, alcohol intox.
The Final Four starts on Saturday, but the tournament stage has already been set. The truck pulled into Lucas Oil Stadium there flawlessly. The court takes 13 people to assemble and several hours to get it done. It's what everyone will have their eyes on when the best 4 college basketball teams in the country come to Indianapolis. So here we go. It's real when you see the floor, right?
A lot of anticipation. It's exciting.
WKYT this morning, just getting started here on your Tuesday. We're delighted you're with us this morning.
We'll tell you how you can help support Children's Miracle Network with Miss America. That's today in Moms Every Day.
And forecast looking really nice for us today. We likely climb close to 70 degrees. I'll track it hour by hour coming up.